Welcome everybody out to the softball field on the campus of Mingus Union High School for tonight's Wednesday night softball matchup as the Mingus Marauders take on the Prescott Badgers. I'm Philip Catafamo. Happy to have you along with me here on Verde Valley TV. It is a warm evening in Cottonwood, and we are only getting started as a region title hangs in between these two teams, but only one can be crowned the 4A Grand Canyon region champion. And both these teams are very familiar with each other. Obviously, they're region opponents. They did play each other a little bit earlier this week. We will get you caught up on that matchup and get you ready for this one as the Badgers take on the Marauders in what could decide the region. Stay with us here on Verde Valley TV. We'll get you the national anthem, we'll get you the starting lineups, and first pitch right here on VVTV.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders.
The most common reasons for bankruptcy are unforeseen circumstances like tragedies, illness, unemployment, and foreclosures. I'm Michael Gordon. We understand your situation and your need to look at all the alternatives. Call Gordon & Gordon for a free, non-judgmental bankruptcy or foreclosure consultation. Ask about zero-down bankruptcy options. Gordon & Gordon Attorneys at Law. Trust well placed.
Want to welcome you back here to the softball field on the campus of Mingus Union High School for our Wednesday night softball matchup as the Mingus Marauders take on those Prescott Badgers. You can see the Badgers standing in front of their dugouts as we get ready for the starting lineups to be announced for both teams as these two teams battle for a 4A Grand Canyon title. They did play each other earlier this week on Monday. The Marauders headed to Prescott to take on the Badgers in a come-from-behind victory for Prescott. A solid win, 8-7. Mingus was leading going into the final inning, and Prescott was able to come back and get the victory there. So Mingus looking for a revenge game here. There's obviously a lot of ramifications going on with this game in terms of rankings in the 4A conference. Of course, also there is a region title on the line, so a lot on the line for both these two teams as we get closer and closer to our first playoff game, which will be this Saturday, and wherever the Marauders end up playing, which will more than likely be here at home, we'll obviously get you updated on who that might be, but we know for a fact the game will be on Saturday in the morning, more than likely here at Mingus Union High School, so you can catch that game right here on Verde Valley TV. It'll be myself and Jackie Bessler on the call. We will also be covering the rest of the playoffs for the Mingus Marauders going forward. If they get a victory on Saturday, those games will be on Verde Valley TV and KYBC 1600 AM and 96.3 FM if you want to tune in for those playoff games. But here, these two teams, as I mentioned, a lot on the line here. Senior night for the Mingus Marauders, the final away game for a lot of these Prescott Badgers here as their seniors play their final road game against these Mingus Marauders in the regular season. Of course, good chance these two teams may match up in the playoffs. Who knows? But for right now, the Marauders coming into this one 16-2 overall, 10-1 in the region, whereas the Prescott Badgers are 9-2 in the region, 15-2 overall. Both the teams playing very, very well. You can see the players there. Coach John Brown on the left side of your screen for the Mingus Marauders and Coach Randall Bryan on the right side of your screen for the Prescott Badgers. Both coaches swapping lineups, and we'll just couple minutes away from turning our broadcast over to public address announcer Brian Saravo for our national anthem and our starting lineups. But the Marauders in that loss against Prescott earlier this week, Alexis Erzman 2 for 4 with an RBI, a double, and a stolen base. She was in the circle for that game. She will also be in the circle for this one. Marissa Vaca, the junior, 2 for 4 with 1 RBI, 1 double, and a stolen base. Tabitha Freeman, who has been turning it on lately, the senior right fielder, 1 for 3 in that game against Prescott. Her bat is starting to get hot at the right time for Coach Brown. And then Alexis Erzman in the circle, 6 2/3 innings pitched, 12 hits, 8 runs, 8 of them earned, 2 walks and 12 strikeouts, most of those earned runs coming a little bit later in the game. But Alexis back in the circle looking for some revenge against this Prescott Badgers team. For the Prescott Badgers, though, as I mentioned, a come-from-behind victory on Monday against Mingus to make things even more interesting today. Had Mingus won that matchup on the road, they would have been crowned region titles. But, of course, there's some sort of running theme when it comes to Prescott and Mingus playing against each other at the end of the season. season. They did the same thing for football and a couple other sports, and now here we are in softball with the same exact matchup, the Marauders and the Badgers, in a region-deciding game, and it should be a lot of fun. For the Prescott Badgers, Michaela Reyes, the senior, 3 for 4 with 1 RBI and a double and a stolen base. Eliza Legg, the freshman, 2 for 3 with 1 RBI and a double, as well as a walk in that win against Mingus on Monday. Ava Havlik, the sophomore, 2 for 3 with 1 double. I apologize if I got her name wrong. And Riley Parra, the freshman, 2 for 4 with a home run. She was the big offensive powerhouse for the Prescott Badgers in that victory, hitting a home run when it counted, giving Prescott the victory with 5 RBIs in that one. Of course, Eliza Legg in the circle, 7 innings pitched, 6 hits allowed, 7 runs, 3 of them earned, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts for the freshman. Tonight for Prescott, it'll be RJ Parra, the other freshman in the circle, going up against junior Alexis Ayresman. We are patiently waiting as these two coaches who have nothing but the respect for each other. I talked with Coach Brown. He had a lot of great things to say about Coach Bryan, and Coach Bryan had a lot of good things to say against Coach Brown. Of course, they are competitors today, and there's only one way that we are going to crown a region champion. We're going to send it over to Brian Saravo, our public address announcer, for the national anthem for the starting lineups, and we'll get your first pitch. Stay with us. We're not going anywhere.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mingus Union High School in today's game to decide the 4A Grand Canyon Region title between the Prescott Badgers and your Mingus Marauders. Tonight is senior night, and we will honor our seniors after the game. You can also stream this game live on YouTube, youtube.com/Verde Valley TV. Introducing first the visiting Prescott Badgers, number 2, Abby Akaria. Number 21, McKenna Tippett. Number 15, Michaela Fleener. Number 3, Dakota Bernier. Number 23, Olivia Fanchin. Number 10, Ellie Long. And now your starting lineup, batting 9th, playing shortstop, number 18, Kennedy Carr. Batting 8th, playing catching today, number 20, Olivia Lavacek. Batting 7th, pitching today, number 25, RJ Parra. Playing 3rd, batting 6th, number 26, Sophia Franchin. At first, batting 5th, number 7, Elijah Legg. Batting 4th in left field, number 22, Leah Walker. At second, batting 3rd, number 13, Michaela Reyes. In right field, batting second, number 8, Ruby Tessman. And in center field, leading off, number 1, Dana Seavey. And now for your Mingus Marauders, number 18, Cameron Jones. Number 1, Kaya Soki. Number 28, Kiki Sarabo. Number 6, Mackenzie Figgy. And now your starting lineup in center field in the flex position, number 9, McKenna Watson. Catching today, batting 9th, senior number 4, Kaylee Watson. At first, batting 8th, number 23, Mikkel Gordon. In right field, batting 7th, senior number 21, Tabitha Freeman. Playing 3rd, batting 6th, senior number 17, Mallory Copeland. The DP today, batting 5th, number 22, Sydney Stapleton. At shortstop, batting 4th, number 33, Marissa Vaca. Batting 3rd, pitching today, number 99, Alexis Ayresman. Batting 2nd, playing left field, number 5, senior Yasmin Mestis. And leading off today, playing 2nd, number 3, Ella Balo. Now, if you would please rise for the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose brought stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, here we go. A region title is on the line here tonight as the Mingus Marauders take on the Prescott Badgers. Philip Catafamo, happy to have you along with me here on Verde Valley TV, wherever you may be. As I mentioned, these two teams did take each other on the road at Prescott, and it was a come-from-behind victory for the Prescott Badgers, but the Marauders are back at home. They're feeling comfortable. Coach Brown said the team felt calm and ready to go, and we are excited to see what we are in store for these with this matchup. Should be a lot of fun. Let's take you around the diamond before I ramble myself to death here. Mallory Copeland over at third, Marissa Vaca over at shortstop, Ella Balo getting the start at second, and Mikkel Gordon over at first. In the outfield, Yasmin Mestis, the senior, getting the start in left field. McKenna Watson will be out in center, and right field it'll be Tabitha Freeman, and the battery of Kaylee Watson getting the start behind the dish, and Alexis Erzman in the circle, and our DH will be Sydney Stapleton. Erzman looking for some revenge. 6 2/3 innings pitched, 12 hits allowed, 8 runs, 8 of them earned, 2 walks, and 12 strikeouts for the junior on Monday against these Prescott Badgers. And I'll tell you what, she is hungry and ready for a victory. As I mentioned, a 4A Grand Canyon title is on the line, and of course, Prescott would love to ruin the current standing where the Marauders are in the 4A conference rankings. Mingus is looking to improve their conference rankings, currently sitting at number 4 in the conference. They'd love to jump over Canyon del Oro with a victory here tonight and go into 3, possibly 2. Vista Grande is sitting at 2. Their season is over, so their record's pretty much set. Canyon del Oro is playing against Marana tonight, so if they lose, they could drop down. There's a lot of whats and who's and things that could happen, but I'll tell you what, Dana Seavey is leading things off. Behind her is Ruby Tessman, and Michaela Reyes is the number 3. That is what we know here so far. So only one can win a region title, and we'll see who it is at the end of this one. Alexis Erzman in the circle. Dana Seavey will lead things off for the Prescott Badgers. Seavey in a win last Thursday, 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a double in a 21-3 victory against the Lee Williams Volunteers. But here we are, a title on the line. Erzman gets the call from coach, and the first pitch is underway. Bunt is down, and it goes foul, and that's how we start the game. 0-1 count here to Dana Seavey. No outs, no one on as we lead things off here in the top of the first inning. Oh, 1 count here to Dana Seavey. The 0-1 pitch on the way. Bunt down again. It's going to go right back to Erzman. Erzman, easy throw to first, right into the glove of Ella Balo for out number 1. So 1 down for the Marauders, and that'll bring up Ruby Tessman. Tessman coming into this game, batting .481 on the season, 26 hits and 17 RBIs and 5 doubles for the junior. 1 down here, first pitch on the way to Tessman from Erzman. That one is high, and it'll go for a ball. The count will go to 1-0. So 1-0 count here with 1 out in the top of the first inning. Second offering on the way from Erzman. Swung on and missed. The count will go to 1-1. So 1-1 count here. Erzman looking for her second straight out. That one is fouled off, and it'll make it a little easier for her here with a 1-2 count. Ersman looking for her first strikeout of the game with a 1-2 count. We'll see if she gets it. Pitch on the way. Off speed. Check swing right to Mikkel Gordon. She'll step on first for the second out of the inning. 2 down early on for the Marauders, and Michaela Reyes will stride in. Reyes 3 for 4 in that victory against Mingus against Alexis Ersman. 1 RBI, 1 double, and a stolen base for the senior in her final regular season matchup against the Mingus Marauders. 2 down here for Mingus as we go and retrieve a baseball. Of course, the Mingus baseball team taking on the Prescott Badgers as well. Will probably happen a few times tonight, as I'm sure a few softballs will find their way to the baseball field. We'll try it again here. Michaela Reyes awaiting the first offering from Alexis Ersman. Pitch on the way. Outside corner does kiss the corner for strike 1. Oh, 1 count here with 2 outs. Second offering from Ersman on the way. Same spot, same result, 0-2 count. Ersman still looking for her first K of the evening, and what a time to get it as she prepares for a 1-2-3 inning. Of course, Reyes looking to extend that inning. The 0-2 on the way. We'll see if she gets the strikeout. She does! 1-2-3 inning for Alexis Ersman, and now the Marauders will get their opportunity at bat. We'll head to the bottom of the first. The score is 0-0.
Lawler Construction has been a premier local builder of custom residential and commercial projects for 36 years. Using green construction methods, Lawler Construction builds efficiency into every custom design. Lawler Construction is a certified Energy Star builder. For examples, visit LawlerConstructionAZ.com. They thank you for your business confidence and continued referrals. Lawler Construction, a proud supporter of baseball and softball at all levels. Look for Lawler Construction homes at Mountain Gate and Clarkdale this summer.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on fuel with the Marathon Make It Count reward program. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone. At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go Marauders!
Welcome you back here to the softball field on the campus of Mingus Union High School. It is 0-0 as we head into the bottom of the first inning. It'll be Ella Balo, Yasmin Mestis, and Alexis Ersman, the 1-2-3 for the Mingus Marauders after a 1-2-3 inning on the defensive side. Ersman, no hits and 1 strikeout facing the first 3 batters, and the Marauders will face RJ Parra, the freshman hurler for the Prescott Badgers. Parra coming into this game on the defensive side, of course. Carrying a 5.48 ERA in 7 appearances with 5 games started, 1 complete game for the freshman. Of course, this is her first year, 23 innings pitched, 18 earned runs, 26 runs, 24 Ks, and 2 home runs allowed for Parra. First one on the way here to Ella Balo. Balo looking to get things going. Balo watches the first off-speed pitch away for a ball, and the count will go to 1-0. Not a bad spot to miss there from Parra. We'll take you around the diamond after Balo's at-bat. 1-0 on the way here. Balo watches the second pitch away, and the count will go to 2-0. Parra was great at the great at the plate against Mingus, and we'll see what she does here in the circle. The 2-0 on the way. Balo does watch that one in for a strike, and the count, that one will go away, and the count will go to 3-0. Thought I heard strike, but it was a ball, so the count, 3 balls, no strikes here. Balo looking to get on with a walk to lead things off. She'll have to protect on 3-0. The offering here from Parra runs inside, and that one does find the strike zone. And the count will go to 3-1. Very similar to that first pitch that was called a ball, but 3-1 count here as Parra works her way back into the count. The 3-1. That one is high, and Balo will get on with a leadoff walk. We'll go quickly around the diamond for the Prescott Badgers. Sophia Franchin over at short. Franchin is at third. Kennedy Carr over at short. Michaela Reyes at second. Eliza Legg over at first. Leah Walker in left field. Dana Seavey in center. Ruby Tessman in right field. And the battery of Anna Havlicek and RJ Parra in the circle for the Badgers. Yasmin Mestis stepping in. The senior getting the start in left field. Yaz has only had a handful of at-bats so far this season. Give her about 9. First one on the way here. She watches that one low, and Balo will stay over at first. Yaz is batting on the Mendoza line, 200 on the season in 9 plate appearances. Only 1 hit so far for the senior. Looking to get things going for the Marauders. The 1-0. That one is high and away, and the count will go to 2-0. So Mestis going to have to be protective at the plate. 2-0 count here. We'll see if Parra gives her something to swing at. The 2-0 on the way. Runs inside, she does. Called strike, and the count will go to 2-1. Yaz, one of 4 seniors on the roster this season. Getting the start in left field, the 2-1. Swung on and missed, the count will go to 2-2. Balo dancing around over at first base, but she'll retreat back to the bag as Halicek took a look down first base. I do apologize if I'm saying Ava's last name incorrectly. But a 2-2 count here to Mestis. Parra looking for her first out of the inning, and she'll get it. Balo will go back to first. She's safe. Mestis goes down on strikes, and that'll be 1 out for the Prescott Badgers. And here comes Alexis Erzman. Erzman 2 for 4 with an RBI, a double, and a stolen base in a loss on Monday against these Badgers. They're going to change her luck here with a runner on first and only 1 out. Parra's first offering on the way to her fellow pitcher. Outside corner, away for a ball, and the count will go to 1-0. So 1-0 count here with 1 out and 1 on. Double play still a possibility for the Badgers, the 1-0. Erzman in the left. That will fall for a base hit, the first hit for the Marauders this evening. Balo goes to second, Erzman is safe at first, and here comes Marissa Vaca. Vaca 2 for 4 on Monday with an RBI, a double, and a stolen base, and Mingus would love a double here. Should be more than enough deep into the outfield to bring around Balo and possibly Erzman. A lot of speed on the backs for the Marauders. We'll see what Coach Brown does. Maybe add a little pressure to Parra early on. First one on the way here to Vaca. Off speed, in for a strike. So early on, an 0-1 count here with 1 out. Runners on second and first. Second offering on the way to Vaca. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Nice off-speed pitch there from Parra. Vaca going to have to wait back just a little bit more to catch up to that. 0-2 count here. Parra looking for her second strikeout, possibly the second out of the inning. The 0-2. Outside corner does not get the call. The count will go to 1-2, and you can see Balo over at second almost tempting the catcher to throw down to second. She's almost about halfway down to third base. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Marissa Vaca. The 1-2. Off speed away, the count will go even at 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes here with only 1 out. Balo reached with a walk. She's on second, and Erzman got a single, moving Balo to second, and Erzman now is on first. Marissa Vaca, the batter, on the 2-2 count. That one is away. Does get past the catcher. Both runners will advance, and the count will go full. So full count here to Vaca. Anything close, she's going to have to take a hack on it. We'll see if Parra goes back with that off-speed pitch that has been working so far in this at-bat. 3 balls and 2 strikes here. Parra looking for out number 2. Vaca looking to get on for the Marauders and possibly load the bases early. The 3-2. Vaca in the left. We'll see if it settles. It will go right into the glove of Walker. Tagging is Balo, coming in and trying to score. She is out at the plate. What a play from the Badgers. A double play to get out of the inning. That should do it. That should be 3. And yes, it is. Walker gets the catch and gets the runner out at home. And that'll be a double play, and that will end the inning. Our score 0-0 heading into the top of the second inning.
The mouth is the gateway to the digestive system. Studies indicate a correlation between oral health and full body health. Regular cleanings and checkups can help protect you. New patients are welcome at Arizona Smile Designers in Cottonwood. There's a full smile worth of services all offered under one roof. Whitening and cosmetic to implants and smile reconstruction. Find out more or request an appointment online at azsmiledesigners.com.
From the Glen Canyon Dam to the corner sidewalks, Salt River Materials Group, Phoenix Cement, has helped build Arizona and the Southwest since 1959. Much like the products they provide, Salt River Materials Group, Phoenix Cement, has a strong sense of community and contributes to it in meaningful ways. Phoenix Cement is considered a premier employer and community supporter and would like to thank their friendly neighbors for 6 decades of continued support. Think harder, think concrete.
Our score is 0-0 here in the top of the second inning, and we'll show you the play that kept it 0-0. Leah Walker in left field able to make the catch, and Balo trying to tag and score, but a great play, a double play for the Badgers to end out the bottom of the first inning to keep our score 0-0 here as we pick things up in the top of the second inning. Leah Walker, who just made that play in left field, is now up at the plate. It'll be Leah Walker, Eliza Legg, and Sophia Fanshin will be the 1-2-3 here. Erzman able to get a 1-2-3 inning in the first. We'll see what she can do here in the second. First one on the way is away for a ball. Erzman's got a strikeout so far. They're going to add to that total. She had 12 on Monday. Looking for another 1-2-3 inning. 1-0 on the way here to Walker. Popped up in the air. We'll see who makes a play on it. Gordon unable to track it down, and so does Tabitha Freeman. So it will go foul, and the count will go to 1-1. One ball, one strike here. Walker, the leadoff hitter in the second inning. No one on, no outs. Erzman on 1-1. The offering on the way. Outside corner. Goes in there for a called strike, and the count will go to 1-2. One ball, two strikes here. Erzman looking for the first out of the inning. Possibly her second strikeout. We'll see if she can get it. The 1-2. Got her. First out of the inning for Alexis Erzman is a K. One down for the Marauders, and here comes Eliza Legg. Legg went 2 for 3 with an RBI, a double, and a walk in the victory against Mingus on Monday. Looking for similar success against Alexis Erzman. First offering is a check swing strike. Count will go to 0-1. 0-1 count here to Legg. Pitch on the way. Inside corner, does find the corner for a strike, and the count will go to 0-2. Or do they call it a ball? Looks like it was a ball. So the count will go to 1-1, excuse me. So 1 ball, 1 strike here. Pitch on the way. Slow chopper, back to the pitcher. Throw on to first, back-to-back outs for Alexis Erzman. Sophia Franshin will stride in. 2 outs for the Marauders. Franshin on the season batting .482, 27 hits, 6 doubles, and 3 triples for the senior. And we'll see how she fares this time against Alexis Erzman, the junior in the circle for the Marauders. 2 outs. Erzman looking for another 1-2-3 inning. First pitch on the way. Outside corner, in for a strike. A 1 count here early on to Franshin. Second pitch on the way. Swung on a miss. The count will go to 0-2. So Erzman ahead in the count here, looking for the final out of the inning and another 1-2-3 inning. She's got 2 Ks so far. Can she get strikeout number 3 for out number 3? The 0-2 on the way to Franshin. That one's high, and the count will go to 1-2. Good eye there by by Fanshin. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Erzman trying to stay ahead and get out of the inning. The 1-2. Outside corner does not get the call, and the count will go even at 2. Two balls and 2 strikes here with 2 outs. Erzman looking for the final out of the inning. The 2-2. Swung on a miss, she'll get it. Third strikeout for Erzman, 3rd out of the inning for the Marauders. They'll head to the bottom of the second and try to put a number on the board early on here. We'll stay with us.
From the Merkin farm to your table, from their vines to your glass. Merkin Vineyards Tasting Room in Osteria, a sense of place for extended family and community. The Merkin mission is to deliver a total sustainable Arizona experience with fruits and vegetables family farmed in the Verde Valley and vines grown on Arizona Merkin acreage. Pastas and breads made from scratch and served with daily seasonal specials. Keep an eye out for the Merkin pizza and gelato wagons using the same local ingredients.
Balancing your family, finances, and future is a lot of responsibility. Let Jennifer Griffin and her team at State Farm help. Jennifer Griffin is an Arizona native and a Mingus graduate, as well as a third-generation State Farm agent, serving you in the same Main Street location for over 35 years. Jennifer Griffin and her team want to wish all of the Mingus athletes the best of luck this season. Go Marauders! Jennifer Griffin and State Farm Insurance, here to help life go right.
Our score 0-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. It'll be Sydney Stapleton, Mallory Copeland, and Tabitha Freeman, the 1-2-3 for the Mingus Marauders as they continue to face R.J. Parra, the pitcher in the circle for the Prescott Badgers. The Marauders able to get one hit and one walk, but left one stranded at third on a phenomenal play in left field, a double play. Leah Walker was able to make the catch. Ella Balo was trying to tag from third to score, and she made a great throw and got her out to end the bottom of the first inning. But here in the bottom of the second, we'll see what Stapleton gets on the first pitch. It is a high and inside fastball, and the count will go to 1-0. Stapleton, in the win last Friday against Estrella Foothills, went 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a triple. 1-0 on the way. Stapleton watches that one high, and the count will go to 2-0. Stapleton usually playing catcher, but is the designated player this evening. Coach Brown giving her a rest, the 2-0. Off the end of the bat, it'll go right to the second baseman, Reyes, for out number 2. Or excuse me, for the first out of the inning. Here comes Mallory Copeland. Mallory Copeland on the season is batting 186, looking to change her luck here. 8 hits so far on 43 at-bats with 1 double. Looking for a base hit to be the first base runner for the Marauders here in the second inning. First one on the way is in for a strike. Copeland, usually a fixture at third base, has been there all season, another fellow senior. The 0-1 on the way here. Copeland watches that one hit the outside corner for strike 2. Oh, 0-2 count here with 1 out. Parra looking for strikeout number 2 and out number 2 here in the second inning. The 0-2 on the way. Off speed is away, and the count will now go to 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes here to Mallory Copeland with 1 out. We'll see what Parra offers her on 1-2. Pitch on the way. That one is on the outside corner, and the count will go to 2-2. So Copeland going to have to be very selective with the pitch location from Parra. Of course, anything close, she's going to have to swing at it. But anything high or away, she may have to lay off. The 2-2. Check swing, did not swing, and the count will go full. Great job from Mallory Copeland. Parra trying to get her on the high fastball, and Copeland does not bite. So now 3 balls and 2 strikes here. Copeland looking to get on for the Marauders any way she can. Parra still looking for the second out of the inning. We'll see who wins the battle here on 3-2, and we got a baseball on the field. So not entirely sure where that one may have come from, but it's off the field now. So let's restart here on 3-2. Copeland looking to get on for the Marauders. Parra looking for the second out. The payoff pitch on the way. Popped up, straight in the air. Leg trying to get an eye on it, and unable to make the catch. So Mallory Copeland will try it again on 3-2. Leg unable to track it down. She's going to give her shoe a tie. Maybe just trying to keep track of where the base was. She had to look down for that second and just kind of fumbled a little bit, but I'm sure more opportunities will come for Eliza Legg over at first base a little later in the game. But anyway, 3-2 count here with one out. Copeland looking for something to drive on 3-2. Copeland into center, and it'll fall for a base hit. Copeland will round first, looking for a double, one out. Mallory Copeland, the senior, delivers. That'll help the batting average as Copeland gets on with a one-out double. And now Tabitha Freeman will come in and bat. Freeman 1 for 3 in the loss on Monday against Prescott. Currently batting .364 on the season, 8 hits on 22 at-bats with an RBI and 2 doubles for another senior. So Freeman trying to bring around Copeland at second. Freeman awaiting the first offering here from Para. Pitch on the way. Outside corner does get past the catcher. Copeland will go to third. She's safe. And a 1-0 count here to Tabitha Freeman. Make it a little easier for Tabitha to get an RBI and get the Marauders on the board early. 1-0 count here. The pitch on the way to Freeman. Off speed low, and the count will go to 2-0. Two balls and no strikes here with one out. Tabitha Freeman at the plate, Mallory Copeland at third, the 2-0. Outside corner, make it 3-0. So Freeman's going to have to protect here. I know I keep saying that, but on 3-0, she's going to be offered something to swing. Pitch on the way from Para. There it is, in for a strike. Freeman looking to get on and maybe move Copeland into score. Something deep enough into the outfield should just do it, but you got to be careful. Leah Walker has already rung up a runner at the plate. 3-1 on the way to Freeman. Swung on and missed. The count will go full. 3 balls and 2 strikes here. Para looking for the second out of the inning. Trying to keep Copeland at third. The 3-2. Swung on and missed. Second strikeout for Para. Second out of the inning for Prescott, and here comes Mikkel Gordon. Gordon batting .349 on the season, 15 hits, 43 at-bats, 16 RBIs, a double, and 2 long bombs for Mikkel Gordon. They'd love one here. First offering on the way. That one is in for a strike. First pitch off speed. 0-1 count early on. Gordon awaiting the second offering here from RJ Para. Mallory Copeland still over at third. The 0-1. That one's high, gets past the catcher, but not enough to bring Copeland in to score. She'll stay at third. And the count will go to 1-1. Anything right between second and first will get you a base hit. Of course, right up the middle, and anything in between the outfielders. Don't have to do too much here to bring in Mallory Copeland with her at third. However, 2 outs, so the sacrifice fly is gone. The 1-1 here to Gordon is in the center. Will it fall for a base hit? It will. Gordon's got an RBI double. Mikkel Gordon delivers. Marauders strike first. A 2-out double for Mikkel Gordon. And now Kaylee Watson will come in, another senior. Watson, another Marauder looking to improve their batting average, batting .250 so far. 6 hits on 24 at-bats with 1 double. First one on the way to the senior. That one's away, and the count will go to 1-0. Ella Balo waiting on deck. The 1-0 on the way to Watson. In the second base, what a grab from Reyes for the final out of the inning. Hello, Michaela Reyes. What a grab. The line out ends it. Marauders strike first. We'll head to the third. Stay with us here on Verde Valley TV.
Accidents happen. Red Rock Collision knows that your car is the second largest investment you're likely to make. For over 15 years, Red Rock Collision has been there to negotiate for you, the customer, not the insurance company. John and his staff promise quality repair with honesty and integrity. You can rest easy now. They'll return your car as safe as the day it was built.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
RJ Parra will lead things off for the Prescott Badgers here in the top of the third inning. Our score, Mingus 1, Prescott 0 as we get things going. Alexis Erzman, a 1-2-3 inning in the first, a 1-2-3 inning in the second, and looking to continue that trend here in the third inning. On the baseball side of things, the Marauders currently ahead of the Prescott Badgers 1-0 as well. First offering on the way to Parra. Slow chopper. Gordon trying to make a play on it. Going to have to race her to the bag. She got her in time. One down for the Marauders against a very tough RJ Parra, who had the Marauder number on Monday. Ava Lavicek will come in. Again, I apologize if I'm messing up that last name. One down here. First one on the way. That one is low for a ball, and the count will go to 1-0. Lavicek 2 for 3 with a double against Alexis Erzman on Monday. She waits the second offering here on Wednesday with one out. Swung on and missed. The count will go to 1-1. One ball, one strike here. Erzman looking to stay ahead of the count. The 1-1. Off speed is fouled off. She'll do just that. And the count will go to 1-2. There's been 3 strikeouts so far. Looking for out number 2 in the top of the third inning. Trying to keep the Badgers off the bags and off the board. The 1-2 from Erzman. Got her looking. 4th K for Alexis Erzman. Second out for the Marauders. And Kennedy Carr will stride in. Carr awaiting the first offering here from Erzman with 2 outs. Watches the first one in for a strike. Carr on the season, batting .370 with 20 hits, 10 RBIs, 5 doubles, and a home run for the freshman. Second pitch on the way. Check swing, a little high, and the count will go to 1-1. Not a bad spot for Erzman, but Carr smart to lay off that pitch. So 1-1 count here with 2 outs. 1-1 on the way, in the dirt, and the count will go to 2-1. That one got away from Erzman a little bit. Two balls and 1 strike here with 2 outs. The 2-1. Swung on and missed. The count will go to 2. Erzman looking for her 3rd straight 1-2-3. 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Kennedy Carr. 4 Ks so far for the junior. Can she get 5? The 2-2. Yes, she does. Back-to-back Ks for Erzman. And the Marauders will head into the bottom of the third, still leading 1-0. Stay with us.
The most common reasons for bankruptcy are unforeseen circumstances like tragedies, illness, unemployment, and foreclosures. I'm Michael Gordon. We understand your situation and your need to look at all the alternatives. Call Gordon & Gordon for a free, non-judgmental bankruptcy or foreclosure consultation. Ask about zero-down bankruptcy options. Gordon & Gordon Attorneys at Law. Trust well placed.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders.
Ella Balo will lead things off here in the bottom of the third inning after another 1-2-3 inning from Alexis Ayresman. 5 Ks for the junior so far. But here in the bottom of the third inning, the Marauders will look to add on to the offensive total and put a couple more runs on the board for their pitcher. Balo got on with a walk and was out trying to tag from third to home on a great throw from Leah Walker that was right on the line to get her out at home for a double play to end things in the bottom of the first inning. But here in the bottom of the third, we'll see what Balo gets on her first offering from Para. It is away for a ball. So 1-0 count here to Ella Balo. Second pitch on the way. That one's high and inside, and the count will go to 2-0. Two balls and no strikes. The 2-0. Outside corner does find the corner on a nice pitch from Para. And the count will go to 2-1. Balo looking for something to hit here. We'll see what she gets on 2-1. Outside corner, the count will go to 3-1. Similar count that Balo had in her first at-bat. She did walk in the first. We'll see if she can do it here again. Para trying to work her way back ahead in the count, try to run it even. 3-2 on 3-1. Let's see what she gives her. Balo, slow chopper. Picked up by Reyes. Flip on to first. Out of the glove of leg, and Balo is safe. So Balo gets on the error. And Mackenzie Figge coming in for Yasmin Mestis will get an opportunity at the plate. We'll take another look at it here. Balo just kind of check swings it, and unfortunately it pops right out of the glove of leg. And Balo gets on, so we'll see what Mackenzie Figge can do. Figge coming in for Yasmin Mestis. And with a runner on first, she's in a good position here with no outs to try to tack on a few more. First one on the way. Figge's going to drop the bunt down, and it will go foul. So an 0-1 count here to Mackenzie Figge. Ella Balo waiting on first. She reached on an error. No outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Mingus leading 1-0. RJ Para in the circle for the Badgers. The second offering here to Figge on 0-1. Off speed is high. Balo will stay at first, and the count will go to 1-1. Figge's batting .317 on the season in her junior year. Has been a solid left fielder for the Marauders all season. 1-1. Down third base line, it's fair. Balo will round second, heading into third. She's safe. Figge's going to get a double. So the Marauders, with no outs, have runners on third and second once again, and Alexis Ayresman will come in. Ayresman was able to get on with a single and then advance to second. Ella Balo over at third. Mackenzie Figge now at second. Again, no outs with runners on third and second. Para trying to work out of a jam, and we'll see if the freshman can answer the call. She has been solid for Coach Bryan all season long. He felt very confident in letting RJ pitch today. And despite some blemishes, Para has been solid. Only given up a couple hits. And she does have 2 strikeouts so far. So let's see what she does here against Alexis Erzman. First one on the way. Erzman check swing away, and the count will go to 1-0. Excuse me, she did not swing. So 1-0 count here. Second offering here to Erzman is high, and the count will go to 2-0. Two balls, no strikes here to Erzman, with runners on third and second. The 2-0. Erzman into center. Coming to track it down is Seavey. That should be enough to tag and score. Balo this time. Throw at the plate's going to be close. Balo is safe, and Figgy goes to third. Erzman doing her job and helping her own cause out with the sacrifice RBI. And now Marissa Vaca will stride in. Vaca flew out to left field, which started the double play in the first inning. And she'll get her second at-bat here with Mackenzie Figgy over at third and 1 down. Mingus now leading 2-0. First one on the way to Vaca. Vaca doesn't really want to swing at that one, but she did, and the count will go to 0-1. Nice pitch placement there from Para to get Vaca to swing. So 0-1 count here to Marissa Vaca. Pitch on the way with 1 out is high, and the count will go to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike here with 1 out. Mackenzie Figgy over at third. The 1-1 on the way to Marissa Vaca. Vaca looks like it'll maybe nestle in right field. Coming up and making the catch is Tessman. Trying to come and score is Figgy. Throw to the plate is in time. Another great play at the plate from the Badgers, and that ends the Marauder run, but they do tag 1, and our score goes to 2-0. Stay with us here on Verde Valley TV. We'll head to the 4th.
Lawler Construction has been a premier local builder of custom residential and commercial projects for 36 years. Using green construction methods, Lawler Construction builds efficiency into every custom design. Lawler Construction is a certified Energy Star builder. For examples, visit LawlerConstructionAZ.com. They thank you for your business confidence and continued referrals. Lawler Construction, a proud supporter of baseball and softball at all levels. Look for Lawler Construction homes at Mountain Gate and Clarkdale this summer.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on fuel with the Marathon Make It Count reward program. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone. At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go Marauders!
We take a look at the replay here on Mackenzie Figgy tagging and attempting to score here. A great catch from Ruby Tessman and a good throw. We'll see if Figgy got under the tag and kind of questionable at the plate, but regardless, it was called an out. And we head to the top of the 4th inning. Our score 2-0 as Dana Seavey leads things off for the Prescott Badgers. Marauders leading here as we get things going in the top of the 4th. First pitch on the way. That one is fouled off, and the count will go to 0-1. Seavey, a ground out victim right to the pitcher in the first inning. Looking to be the first base runner for the Badgers here in the 4th inning. Seavey awaits the 0-1. The pitch. Outside corner for a ball. Seavey on the season batting .477. 31 hits on 65 at-bats so far for the center fielder. The 1-1. Off speed. Going to go for a ball, and the count will go to 2-1. A little too far inside for the home plate umpire. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 on the way to Seavey. The pitch. That'll run high, and now the count will go to 3-1. Erzman trying to work her way back in the count. There's been 3 straight innings with 1, 2, 3. We'll see what she gives her on 3-1. The pitch. Runs inside, it'll be a walk. So Seavey gets on first with a leadoff walk. Double play still a possibility for the Marauders, and Ruby Tessman, who grounded out to first base, will look to move Seavey into scoring position or possibly bring her around to score.
Hey, let's turn 2 here.
Tessman awaiting the first offering here. Pitch on the way. Tessman's going to show a bunt, pull back. Pitch runs inside. Watson unable to get a clean grab on the ball. Seavey is in safely. So a stolen base for Seavey. She's now in scoring position for Tessman. And a 1-0 count. Takes away the double play for Mingus here. Still looking for the first out of the inning. The 1-0 on the way. That one is away, and the count will go to 2-0. Two balls, no strikes here. The 2-0. That'll be fouled off, and the count will go to 2-1. The 2-1 offering. It is low, and Watson will take a look at Seavey over at second. Count to go to 3-1. Three balls, one strike. The 3-1. It is in for a strike. And the count will now go full, 3-2. The first down of the inning. Tessman trying to get on. 2. Ground ball. Copeland picks it up at third. Throw on to first is in time. Gordon's going to go to third, and Seavey's safe. So Seavey advancing on the throw from Copeland. Copeland able to get the out at first. One down for the Marauders here. Michaela Reyes, who struck out in the first, will look to change her luck here in the fourth with a runner on third base. First offering on the way. Reyes swings and misses the first pitch, and the count will go to 0-1. Leah Walker waiting on deck.
Hey, working hard, kid, working hard.
Airsman on 0-1. The pitch. Ground ball. Picked up by Balo. Seavey's going to score, and the Badgers are on the board. So 2 outs for the Marauders, but the Badgers erase the goose egg on the scoreboard. Our score 2-1 with 2 outs. And Leah Walker, who struck out in the second, will face Alexis Airsman here in the fourth. So the Badgers able to cut the deficit in half. First offering is low for a ball. One 1-0 offering on the way. Ground ball. Vaca trying to keep it at short, and it gets out of her glove. It'll be a base hit for Walker, the first for the Badgers tonight. And now runner on first for Eliza Legg. Legg grounded out in the second inning. Runner on first here with 2 outs. Mingus looking to keep the damage minimum and carry their lead in the bottom half of this inning. First one on the way. Is in for a strike. Walker's going to take off, goes out of the glove of Vaca. Tabitha Freeman is there to pick it up.
Hey, great throw, kid.
So Walker is safe. And an 0-1 count here to Eliza Legg with a runner on second and 2 outs. The 0-1 on the way from Erzman. Outside corner does not get the call. The count will go to 1-1. Not a bad spot at all for Erzman to miss. One ball, one strike here with 2 outs. The 1-1. That one will go foul, and the count will go to 1-2. Legg getting a good piece on that one. Erzman's got 5 so far in terms of strikeouts, looking maybe for number 6 here on a 1-2 count. Erzman trying to get out of it with only giving up 1 run. The 1-2. That one's high. Watson will keep it in front of her, and the count will now go to 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes here to Eliza Legg with 2 outs and a runner on second. Erzman just looking to get out of it here. The 2-2. In the air, but foul. And the count will remain 2-2. Erzman looking for strikeout number 6. And the 3rd out of the inning, trying to leave a runner stranded at second. Prescott was able to get a run around this inning. Can they get another? Erzman trying to win the battle on 2-2. The pitch. In the dirt, blocked by Watson. Throw to third. It is not in time. Copeland couldn't get the tag down. Three balls and 2 strikes here. Erzman trying to get out of a jam with a runner on 3rd and 2 outs. Looking for the 6th strikeout of her game so far. The 3-2. Foul. So Eliza Legg battling up at the plate. Able to draw the count full. Mingus still looking for that 3rd out. Prescott looking to tie it up. The 3-2. Runs and hits her. They're going to call it foul.
She went for it.
So it is a foul ball. So the count will remain 3-2. I thought it hit her, but Legg will get another opportunity here. Three balls and 2 strikes here. Again, Erzman with another opportunity to get out of it and leave a runner stranded at 3rd. The 3-2. Chopper. Vaca on to first. Dug out of the ground by Gordon. The Marauders get out of it. But not before the Badgers could bring around 1 on 1 hit and a walk. Our score now 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Marauders will get their chance at bat.
The mouth is the gateway to the digestive system. Studies indicate a correlation between oral health and full body health. Regular cleanings and checkups can help protect you. New patients are welcome at Arizona Smile Designers in Cottonwood. There's a full smile worth of services all offered under one roof. Whitening and cosmetic to implants and smile reconstruction. Find out more or request an appointment online at azsmiledesigners.com.
From the Glen Canyon Dam to the corner sidewalks, Salt River Materials Group, Phoenix Cement, has helped build Arizona and the Southwest since 1959. Much like the products they provide, Salt River Materials Group, Phoenix Cement, has a strong sense of community and contributes to it in meaningful ways. Phoenix Cement is considered a premier employer and community supporter and would like to thank their friendly neighbors for 6 decades of continued support. Think harder, think concrete.
New pitcher for the Prescott Badgers in Eliza Legg. Legg goes from first to the circle, and R.J. Parra will go over to first base. Legg was the winning pitcher in that come-from-behind victory against the Mingus Marauders. 7 innings pitched, 6 hits allowed, 7 runs, 3 of them earned, 1 walk, and 5 Ks in the victory for the Prescott Badgers. The lefty now in the circle looking to shut down the bats of Sydney Stapleton, Mallory Copeland, and Tabitha Freeman. Here in the bottom of the fourth inning, Mingus leading 2-1, looking to get a run back that they gave up in the top half of this inning. Speaking of the fourth, the baseball game, as the Marauders are also taking on the Prescott Badgers on the baseball field, is still 1-0. Mingus leading as that game heads into the top of the fourth. We do want to welcome you if you are coming to us from that game, or if you've been watching this one the whole time. But anyway, Stapleton popped up in the second inning. We'll see what she does here in the fourth as she faces R.J. Legg for the first time today. That one will go away, and the count will go to 1-0. The 1-0 on the way. Slow roller. Reyes picks it up. Throw on to first is in time for the first out of the inning. Mallory Copeland will get an opportunity to bat. Copeland was able to get a double in the second inning and did come around to score, getting the Marauders their first run of the game. And we'll see what she can do here in her second at-bat. 1 out and no one on. First offering here from Legg is high, and it will go for a ball. The 1-0 offering here to Copeland is high, and the count will go to 2-0. The 2-0 offering here to Copeland is high, and the count will go to 3-0. Copeland with an opportunity to get on base and give the Marauders a little bit more of a cushion. Tabitha Freeman waiting on deck. The 3-0. Copeland takes a hack on 3-0 on something close, and the count will go to 3-1. Three balls and one strike to Mallory Copeland. With 1 out and no one on, looking to get on for the Marauders here in the fourth. The 3-1. Copeland fouls that one off, and the count will go to 3-2. So Legg able to work the count back even. 3 balls and 2 strikes here. Legg looking for the second out of the inning. Copeland looking to get on for the Marauders. The 3-2 offering. Got her looking. First strikeout for Legg, second out of the inning for the Marauders, and Tabitha Freeman will look to extend the inning with 2 outs. Freeman struck out in the second inning and will get her first opportunity against the new pitcher. Of course, Tabitha went 1 for 3 against Legg in that loss on Monday. See if she can get her first base hit here. First offering on the way. Swung on and missed, and the count will go to 0-1. Freeman awaiting the 0-1 here. The pitch on the way. That one's high, and the count will go to 1-1. Mikkel Gordon waiting on deck. The 1-1. Freeman pops it up. Reyes going back, trying to make the catch, and she will for the final out of the inning. A 1-2-3 inning for Eliza Legg and the Prescott Badgers. We'll head to the top of the 5th inning. Our score, Mingus 2, Prescott 1.
From From the Merkin farm to your table, from their vines to your glass, Merkin Vineyards Tasting Room in Osteria, a sense of place for extended family and community. The Merkin mission is to deliver a total sustainable Arizona experience with fruits and vegetables family farmed in the Verde Valley and vines grown on Arizona Merkin acreage. Pastas and breads made from scratch and served with daily seasonal specials. Keep an eye out for the Merkin pizza and gelato wagons using the same local ingredients.
Balancing your family, finances, and future is a lot of responsibility. Let Jennifer Griffin and her team at State Farm help. Jennifer Griffin is an Arizona native and a Mingus graduate, as well as a third-generation State Farm agent, serving you in the same Main Street location for over 35 years. Jennifer Griffin and her team want to wish all of the Mingus athletes the best of luck this season. Go Marauders! Jennifer Griffin and State Farm Insurance, here to help life go right.
Sophia Franchin will lead things off here in the top of the 5th inning. Mingus still leading 2-1. Erzman in the circle for the Marauders. Franchin, the third baseman, struck out in the 2nd inning. Want to welcome you back here to Verde Valley TV. Looks like we might get we're going to get a different batter and a fellow Franchin in Olivia Franchin. Or Fanchin, excuse me. So we'll see what Olivia can do. First offering on the way to Fanchin is in for a strike from Alexis Erzman to kick off the top of the 5th inning. RJ Parra waiting on deck. Olivia Fanchin up at the plate. The 0-1 offering from Erzman. That one's fouled off, and the count will go quickly to 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes here. Erzman looking for the first out of the inning. Has not gone 1-2-3 since the 3rd. The 0-2. Popped up right into the glove of Alexis Erzman for the first out of the inning. RJ Parra, who grounded out to the first baseman, strides in here with no one on and 1 out. Parra up in the circle, 3 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts for the freshman. She's now over at first base. She was pitching. Slow chopper. Vaca on to first, 2 outs. 2 quick outs for Alexis Erzman. Ava Hlavacek will come in to bat with 2 outs. Ava struck out in the 3rd inning. Erzman looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Pitch on the way. That one's low, and the count will go to 1-0. The 1-0 on the way with 2 outs is low, and the count will go to 2-0. Hlavacek, 2 balls, no strikes here with 2 outs. Erzman on 2-0. In the dirt, the count will go to 3-0. Erzman now got to work back into this count. Down 3 balls and no strikes. Erzman on 3-0. In for a strike, and the count will go to 3-1. Hlavacek going to have to protect here on 3-1. Erzman going to try to offer her something to swing. The 3-1. That'll be a walk. And that'll bring up Kennedy Carr. Carr struck out in the 3rd inning. Marauders still looking to get out of the inning with leaving a base runner on first. 2 outs for Mingus. First one on the way here to Carr. Ayersman looking for the third out of the inning. That's in for a strike. Watson will take a look at the runner at first. Ayersman's second offering on the way. The pitch. That one is fouled off, and the count will go to 0-2. And Lavacek taken off. So Watson going to have to keep an eye. If it's a ball, she may have to throw down to second. 0-2 count here. Ayersman looking to get out of the inning with leaving a runner on first and keeping the Marauder lead intact. The 0-2 with 2 outs. Outside corner, throw down to second is not in time. Lavacek is there. And we'll take another look at it here. I thought Vaca had the tag on her, but Havlicek just slides in on the back end there. So 1-2 count here to Carr. Pitch on the way. Popped up straight in the air. Will it stay in the ballpark? Watson trying to end the inning. She'll make the catch to get out of it. Marauders strand one at second and keep their lead intact. We'll head to the bottom of the fifth. Stay with us.
Accidents happen. Red Rock Collision knows that your car is the second largest investment you're likely to make. For over 15 years, Red Rock Collision has been there to negotiate for you, the customer, not the insurance company. John and his staff promise quality repair with honesty and integrity. You can rest easy now. They'll return your car as safe as the day it was built.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
It'll be Mikkel Gordon, Kaylee Watson, and Ella Balo, the 1-2-3 for the Mingus Marauders here in the bottom of the fifth inning. It was a 1-2-3 inning for Eliza Legg in the bottom of the fourth. She's looking to keep those Marauder bats quiet as the Marauders still lead 2-1 against the Prescott Badgers. Legg a strikeout in the fourth inning in her first inning of work. Sophia Fanshin comes back in to play third base for the Badgers. Gordon did hit safely with a double that brought around Mallory Copeland in the second inning. And she will lead things off here in the fifth. Looking to be the first base runner for the Marauders here. Marauders looking for a few insurance runs as we get closer and closer to the seventh inning. Of course, it doesn't really matter if they've got a lead or not. Prescott able to come from behind on Monday to beat the Marauders. And so Mingus is going to have to stay ahead and keep ahead. First one on the way to Gordon is in the dirt for a ball. One ball, no strikes here as Mikkel Gordon leads things off. Swings and misses the second pitch. It'll go to 1-1. You know, not a playoff game here tonight, but there is a region title on the line, but it feels like a playoff game. Both sides of the bench, or excuse me, the stands on the Mingus side and the Prescott side, full of fans. The 1-1 here to Gordon is fouled off, and the count will go to 1-2, chasing the high fastball. See if she goes back to it. Gordon swung on both high pitches that she just saw, fouling off one and swinging and missing the one before. Gordon awaiting the 1-2 here, leading things off in the bottom of the fifth. The pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Another strikeout for Legg. First out for the Badgers here in the fifth. And now Kaylee Watson will stride in. Watson lined out in the second inning. Looking to get things going for the Marauders here with one out and no one on. First one on the way to Watson. That one is high, and the count will go to 1-0. Watson awaiting the 1-0 here. Pitch on the way. She's going to draw a bunt and get it down, but it'll go foul. One ball, one strike here to Kaylee Watson. Mikkel Gordon striking out just before Watson got up to the plate. One down here for Eliza Legg, the pitcher in the circle for the Badgers. The 1-1 here to Watson is in for a strike, and the count will go to 1-2.
Hey, you gotta battle, kid, battle.
Watson on 1-2, the pitch. Popped up. Para makes the catch for the second out of the inning. And Illa Balo will stride in. Balo got on with a walk in the first inning, got on with an error in the third. Came around to score in the third inning, and now will look to be the first base runner for the Marauders here in the fifth and avoid another 1-2-3 inning. First one on the way to Balo, the pitch. Runs inside, and the count will go to 1-0. Balo awaiting the 1-0 offering here. The pitch from Legg. That is in the dirt, and the count will go to 2-0. Mackenzie Figge waiting on deck. Figge has a double so far tonight. And the 2-0 offering on the way to Balo. Chopper back to the pitcher. Legg gets a good grab on it. Throw on to first. Another 1-2-3 inning for Eliza Legg in her second inning of relief. And the Marauders are going to have to keep those bats quiet as we head to the top of the sixth. Stay with us. Mingus up 2-1.
The most common reasons for bankruptcy are unforeseen circumstances like tragedies, illness, unemployment, and foreclosures. I'm Michael Gordon. We understand your situation and your need to look at all the alternatives. Call Gordon & Gordon for a free, non-judgmental bankruptcy or foreclosure consultation. Ask about zero-down bankruptcy options. Gordon & Gordon, attorneys at law. Trust well placed.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders.
Dana Seavey will lead things off and face Alexis Erzman here in the top of the sixth inning. The Mingus Marauders currently leading 2-1 against the Prescott Badgers. First pitch on the way is in for a strike, and the sixth inning is underway.
Let's go, kid.
Seavey grounded out in the first inning, got on with a walk, and did come around to score in the fourth. Currently the only run so far for Prescott. And now here in the sixth, she awaits the 0-1 offering from Erzman and watches back-to-back strikes. Erzman on 0-2, looking for the first out of the inning. Popped up. Coming in to grab it is Watson. She'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. And now Ruby Tessman will stride in. Tessman grounded out in the first inning. Grounded out in the fourth as well. And will look to be the first base runner here in the sixth inning against Alexis Erzman. First pitch on the way from Erzman to Tessman. Chopper. Copeland picks it up. Throw on to first is not in time. It is away from Gordon. Freeman backs her up. Throw on to second is not close. And Vaca will hang on to it, and Tessman will get on. And with a runner on second, the tying run at second, and one out, Michaela Reyes will step in. Reyes struck out in the first, grounded out in the fourth, and Mingus would love another ground out here. One out with a runner on second. First one on the way to Reyes. Outside corner goes for a ball, and the count will go to 1-0. The 1-0 offering on the way. Reyes, right to the glove of Gordon for the second out of the inning. And now Leah Walker, a strikeout in the second inning and a single in the fourth inning to bring around Dana Seavey. She has the only base hit so far for the Badgers. And now in a similar position here with 2 outs. First one on the way as the wind starts to pick up here in Cottonwood, Arizona. That one is foul, and the count will go to 0-1 as that softball finds its way over to the baseball field. Erzman trying to keep the lead intact with 2 outs. We'll see what she gives her on 0-1. That one's high, and the count will go to 1-1. One ball, one strike here to Leah Walker with 2 outs and a runner on second. The pitch on the way. Swung on a miss, but it is foul. And the count will go to 1-2. So Erzman in a position here to get out of the inning and leave a runner stranded at second. Still looking for her 6th strikeout. And will it come here? On 1-2, the pitch. Outside corner, and the count will go to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Leah Walker with Ruby Tessman standing at second. Erzman trying to get out of it. The 2-2. Ground ball. Copeland. Throw on to first to get out of the inning. Marauders keep their lead and strand a runner at second. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Mingus looking for some insurance runs.
From the Merkin farm to your table, from their vines to your glass, Merkin Vineyards Tasting Room and Osteria, a sense of place for extended family and community. The Merkin mission is to deliver a total sustainable Arizona experience, with fruits and vegetables family farmed in the Verde Valley and vines grown on Arizona Merkin acreage. Pastas and breads made from scratch and served with daily seasonal specials. Keep an eye out for the Merkin pizza and gelato wagons using the same local ingredients.
Balancing your family, finances, and future is a lot of responsibility. Let Jennifer Griffin and her team at State Farm help. Jennifer Griffin is an Arizona native and a Mingus graduate, as well as a 3rd-generation State Farm agent, serving you in the same Main Street location for over 35 years. Jennifer Griffin and her team want to wish all of the Mingus athletes the best of luck this season. Go Marauders! Jennifer Griffin and State Farm Insurance, here to help life go right.
Mackenzie Figge, Alexis Erzman, and Marissa Vaca, the 1-2-3 to face Eliza Lake here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Mingus Marauders lead the Prescott Badgers 2-1 with a region title on the line. Both these teams playoff bound, as we'll have our first playoff game this Saturday at 10 a.m. right here at Mingus Union High School. Not entirely sure who we will play just yet, but the Marauders right now looking for a victory. And Mackenzie Figge, who got on with a double, and brought around Elabelo in the third inning, will be tasked with starting things off for the Marauders. First pitch on the way to Mackenzie Figge. Watches that one high, and the count will go to 1-0. One ball, no strikes here. Figge leading things off in the bottom of the sixth inning. The 1-0. Runs and hits her. And Figge will get on. Runner on first, and Alexis Erzman will stride in. Erzman a single in the first, a sacrifice fly in the third. That actually brought in Elabelo, but sacrifice fly for Erzman in the third inning. And now a runner on first. We'll see what Coach Brown does. With a runner on first and no out. First one on the way to Erzman. Swung on and missed for strike one. Throw on to first is not in time. And Figge's safe. No balls, one strike here. One on, nobody out. The 0-1 to Erzman. In the dirt. Figge's going to take off to second. She's safe. Marauders have a runner in scoring position. Looking for some insurance runs before we head to the seventh. One ball, one strike. Pitch on the way to Erzman. Erzman, chopper past the pitcher. Figge will round third. The throw to the plate is not in time. Erzman is safe with a double. Figge scores and Erzman comes up clutch. And with no outs, Marissa Vaca will get an opportunity to bring around Alexis Erzman. (3-1) Mingus leads here in the bottom of the sixth. Vaca flew out in the first, flew out in the third. Looking to change her luck here against Eliza Legg. First one on the way. That one's high. Figge's going to stay at second. Not going to take much to bring around Mackenzie Figge at second. 1-0 count here to Marissa Vaca. The pitch. Vaca to Reyes. That will move Figge to third and get Prescott their first out. So Vaca does her job, getting Figge to third. One down for the Badgers, and Sydney Stapleton will come up to the plate. Stapleton popped up in the second, grounded out in the fourth. Looking for something to drive here with a runner on third. Mingus looking to tack on a couple insurance runs. They got one so far. Looking for two. First one on the way is low. And the count will go to 1-0. One ball, no strikes here to Sydney Stapleton. The 1-0 offering. Watches that one high, and the count will go to 2-0. Two balls, no strikes here. The pitch on the way. Stapleton in right, it'll fall foul. Nice piece of hitting there from Sydney Stapleton, though it goes foul. So we'll try again here on 2-1. Two balls, one strike here to Sydney Stapleton with one out and a runner on third. Leg the 2-1 offering. Stapleton chases the high fastball, and the count will go to 2-2. Two balls and two strikes here. Stapleton looking to get on for the Marauders. The 2-2. Swung on and missed, does get past the catcher, but Stapleton is out. Second out of the inning. And now Mallory Copeland, who does have a hit so far, got a double in the second, did come around to score, and also has a strikeout in the fourth. Will get her second opportunity here against Eliza Legg. Copeland looking for another base hit. First one on the way. Copeland, right up the middle, it's a base hit. Ayersman will score. The Marauders tack on another. 2 hits for Mallory Copeland. Have yourself a senior night. And now Tabitha Freeman, another fellow senior, will look to bring around Mallory Copeland and tack on one more insurance run before we head to the 7th. 4-1 Mingus leads. First one on the way to Freeman. Swung on and missed for a strike. Legg and Parra doing a great job of attacking that high strike zone. The Marauders love chasing those high fastballs, and both pitchers have been taking advantage of that. Freeman a strikeout in the second, pop up in the fourth. The 0-1 in the dirt. Copeland's going to stay at first. One ball, one strike here to Tabitha Freeman. The 1-1. Popped up. Calling everybody off is Kennedy Carr. She'll make the catch for the final out of the inning. But now before the Marauders bring around two hits, they carry their lead now 4-1 into the top of the 7th inning. A region title on the line. Stay with us.
Accidents happen. Red Rock Collision knows that your car is the second largest investment you're likely to make. For over 15 years, Red Rock Collision has been there to negotiate for you, the customer, not the insurance company. John and his staff promise quality repair with honesty and integrity. You can rest easy now. They'll return your car as safe as the day it was built.
All Price Insurance on Main Street in Cottonwood is your local insurance provider for personal and commercial insurance. Call and compare 23 insurance companies for home, health, auto, RV, motorcycle, boat, or ATV. Specialty insurance and insurance bonds are no problem at All Price Insurance. Call or visit All Price Insurance today.
Eliza Legg will lead things off here in the top of the 7th inning. The score, Mingus Union 4, Prescott 1. A region title on the line. Very similar circumstances we were in on Monday, where Prescott was down 3 going into the 7th. And here we are once again. First pitch is high and the count will go to 1-0. Prescott able to get the victory in that one, coming from behind. But Mingus are at home. Trying to keep the Badgers quiet. The 1-0 on the way here to Legg. The pitch, high and inside. The count will go to 2-0. Legg grounded out in the second as well as the fourth. Getting her third at-bat here against Alexis Ayersman. Trying to keep Legg quiet. She was 2 for 3 last time. This time 0 for 2. As that one goes foul and the count will go to 2-1. Ayersman finding herself a strike. Five strikeouts so far for Alexis Ayersman. We'll see what she offers her on 2-1. Mingus looking for the first down of the inning. The 2-1. That one's foul and the count will go even at 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes here. Sophia Fanchen waiting on deck. Erzman looking for her 6K in the first out of the inning. Can she get it on 2-2? Ground ball. Vaca on to first in time for the first out of the inning. One down for Mingus. And now Sophia Fanchen, who struck out in the second inning, will step up with one out. RJ Parra waiting on deck. One down for the Marauders. First one on the way to Fanchen. Low and away for a ball, and the count will go to 1-0. So 1-0 count here. Second pitch on the way. Ground ball right into the glove of Mikkel Gordon. Second out. And RJ Parra, the potential final out for the Prescott Badgers, will stride in. Parra grounded out in the third, grounded out in the fifth. And the Marauders looking for their final out. Looking to keep their 4A conference ranking high and have their eyes on a region championship. First one on the way to Parra is in for a strike. 0-1 count. Prescott battled back last time at their home. Mingus leading here at Mingus. The 0-1 offering. Strike two. Erzman fired up on 0-2. Marauders a strike away from a region title. And Coach Bryan will call time and talk to his freshman. Erzman looking for her 6th strikeout, and it could come with a region title. Mingus looking to improve their rankings in the 4A conference. And on 0-2 are 1 strike away from a region title. Erzman on 0-2. The pitch. Fouled it off. Parra staying alive, fouling that pitch off. And she'll stay alive. No balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. No one on. RJ Parra at the plate. Alexis Erzman in the circle looking for her 6th strikeout. The 0-2. Into right. Freeman coming in, it'll fall. Parra gets a base hit with 2 outs. And now Ava Havlicek will come in. Havlicek struck out in the 3rd, got on with a walk in the 5th, and stole 2nd and stayed there. And actually, we're going to get a pinch hitter. It's going to be McKenna Triplett. Or Tippett, excuse me. So Tippett will come in to pinch hit. First one on the way. Tippett watches that one low, and the count will go to 1-0. Two outs for the Marauders with a runner on first. 1-0 count on the way to Tippett. The 1-0. Runs inside, and it'll go for a strike. 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch on the way from Erzman. Fouled off, and the count will go to 1-2, and here we are once again. Erzman ahead in the count. 2 outs. Runner at first. Mingus looking for a regular season 4A conference 4A Grand Canyon region title. Erzman. The 1-2. Got her! 4A Grand Canyon region champs. The Mingus Marauders keep the Badgers at bay and walk away with a 4-1 victory and a 4A Grand Canyon region title. Erzman 6 Ks in 7 innings And the Marauders are back on top. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get you ready for the senior night festivities. We'll wrap up this game, and we'll get you ready for playoffs on Saturday. Stay with us.
The most common reasons for bankruptcy are unforeseen circumstances like tragedies, illness, unemployment, and foreclosures. I'm Michael Gordon. We understand your situation and your need to look at all the alternatives. Call Gordon & Gordon for a free, non-judgmental bankruptcy or foreclosure consultation. Ask about zero-down bankruptcy options. Gordon & Gordon, attorneys at law. Trust well placed.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle, get Gettles, and go Marauders.
And there they are, your 4A Grand Canyon Region champ, the Mingus Marauders, send the seniors on senior night not only with a region title, but a possibility at a state title as playoffs start on Saturday morning. And you can watch that game right here on Verde Valley TV. The Marauders will know where they sit in the 4A conference tomorrow morning, and will know who they play as well. A great victory for Mingus. Alexis Ayresman in the circle, 7 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts, 2 hits allowed, 1 earned run, and 2 walks for the junior. Pitched phenomenal. RJ Parra, the freshman, 3 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and 2 Ks. And in relief, Eliza Legg, 3 strikeouts, gave up a couple hits, had 2 runs, but pitched phenomenal in her first 2 innings, and just unfortunately just couldn't close the door. But a great game on the side of Prescott. This team will also be getting an opportunity to play in the playoffs. Coach Randall Bryan's team might go down a little bit lower in the conference rankings, but they are going to be getting an opportunity to play in the playoffs, and there's a good shot that they do get a chance to play this Mingus Marauder team. As I mentioned when we first started the game, there was a lot of love between these two coaches and Randall Bryan and John Brown. A lot of respect between these two programs. Prescott seems to always play heartbreaker to the Mingus Marauders, but this time the Marauders get to hand them a little heartbreak themselves. We will see this Prescott Badgers team in the playoffs again, and a few other 4A Grand Canyon region opponents. A solid performance from Prescott. Of course, this one goes to Mingus, but Coach Bryan's got to be excited about the talent on his team and what they could offer in the playoffs as we get started on Saturday. As for the Mingus Marauders, Alexis Ayresman, as I mentioned, 7 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts, 2 hits, 2 walks, 1 earned run. The Marauders offensively, Mallory Copeland, the senior, had herself a phenomenal game, 2 hits and a strikeout. 2 for 3, you cannot ask for more. Alexis Ayresman also 2 for 3 with a sacrifice fly. Yasmin Mestis playing a little bit tonight, got a chance to see her. Mackenzie Figge going 1 for 1 with a hit by pitch coming in relief. Mingus is ready. They are fired up for the playoffs. They cannot wait to see who they play against who they'll get a chance to play against on Saturday. But as I mentioned, you can catch that playoff game right here on Verde Valley TV, as well as KYBC 1600 AM and 93.6 FM. And we cannot wait to see what this team has in store. Coach Brown told me before the game, in 13 years of him coaching, he has always been the bridesmaid and never the bride. And he's hoping this year the Marauders can walk down the aisle to a 4A state championship. And it all starts on Saturday. We've got senior festivities here for you, and we will broadcast them as well. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll be joined by Julie Saravo, the head of the booster club here for the Mingus softball team. Stay with us on Verde Valley TV. A 4-1 victory for your 4A Grand Canyon region champ, Mingus Marauders.
Lawler Construction has been a premier local builder of custom residential and commercial projects for 36 years. Using green construction methods, Lawler Construction builds efficiency into every custom design. Lawler Construction is a certified Energy Star builder. For examples, visit LawlerConstructionAZ.com. They thank you for your business confidence and continued referrals. Lawler Construction, a proud supporter of baseball and softball at all levels. Look for Lawler Construction homes at Mountain Gate and Clarkdale this summer.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on fuel with the Marathon Make It Count reward program. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to stop for those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here with something for everyone. At Suzy Q.
Shop local first, always.
Go Marauders!
Want to welcome you back here. There are your 4A Grand Canyon Region Champ, Mingus Marauders. I am Philip Catafmo. Happy to have you along with me here on Verde Valley TV. If you missed the game, you missed a good one. A 4-1 victory for the Mingus Marauders in 7 innings to beat the Prescott Badgers and secure a 4A Grand Canyon Region title. I am joined now by Julie Saravo, who is the Booster Club. She's the head of the Booster Club here for the softball team. You may also recognize her if you go to Arizona Smile Designers. But Julie, thank you very much for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me on to talk about the Booster Club and kind of some of the stuff we do for the girls.
Yeah, and you have a lot of connections to the softball team. Obviously, your husband Brian is an assistant coach and also our public address announcer. Kiki Saravo is playing on the bench right now, but up at the varsity level. Kiki's looking to be probably the starting third baseman next season. You have other daughters who have also gone through the program. But Julie, let's talk about some of those things that the Booster Club does.
So the Booster Club supports the girls as far as we help provide equipment and uniforms. We also, one of the big things our varsity team does is they typically travel for tournaments. So we provide the funding for all their food and their lodging and accommodations during those. So that way the parents don't have to pay for it. We really want to make it easy for the girls to be able to participate. So those are just kind of some of the things, just providing all around support for the team and the coaches and doing whatever we can do to help out.
And that's all through donations, correct?
So donations, we do fundraisers. We do have a fundraiser. This will be our 3rd annual cornhole tournament. And we have a great time doing that. That's coming up on June 5th.
Okay.
That is at the Old Town Activity Park. If you are interested in registering a team, it's $50 for a team. And you can do that by emailing muhshomerun@gmail.com or sending a message on the Mingus Softball Facebook page.
So definitely check that out if you're interested in participating with the Booster Club and helping these girls in the future. We're headed towards the playoffs on Saturday. It's so exciting.
We're so proud of this team. They've just worked so hard and they're playing fantastic this year. So we are very excited to see what they're going to do.
And let's just talk a little bit about, as I mentioned, you do have some connections to the softball team.
Yes.
How cool is it to see, I believe all 3 of your daughters played in this program, or 2?
Yeah, all 3 of our girls have played. So this is our now 6th year being part of the Mingus softball program, starting with our eldest. And our oldest was a 3rd baseman, middle was a 1st baseman, and now the youngest, she's a catcher and now working at 3rd base. We've been with the program a long time and we just love the girls. The coaching staff is phenomenal. So they're really here to make sure the girls succeed, not just in softball, but kind of in life and just helping them be good people. So
you yourself are a former Marauder. I am. I believe I asked Brian the same question when we were talking during basketball. But you coming back and seeing your kids go through, you didn't play softball in high school, but just going through the same school that you went to.
Yes, I actually did play softball.
I see. So I need to do more prep, or
but
at least
only
talk to you
for 2 years.
Okay.
I didn't play all 4 years. But I did. It's really cool to see them kind of come through the same school that we did. There's a lot of differences now compared to when we were here. But it's kind of an interesting thing, and just kind of takes you back to your own high school days, and we are very proud of all of them, and it's been a really fun ride, through the years being at Mingus once again.
Seniors. Obviously,
Yeah.
we've got 4 this year.
Yes.
You have seen them all 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Can you say anything about some of the seniors?
You know, I've just watched all of them work really hard. So they've played travel ball with all of our girls because they're kind of in the middle age between our oldest and youngest. So they've played with all of our girls for years and years, since Little League, really.
Yeah.
So it's just really amazing to see how they've grown and how well they're doing, and how hard they have worked, especially Mallory Copeland. She came back from that horrific accident with her leg, and she's worked so hard, and it's just amazing.
So again, if you're interested in helping out the Booster Club, June 5th, there will be a cornhole tournament. Visit the Mingus Marauder Softball Facebook page if you're interested. Send a message there. You said MUH Home Run Club at Gmail, correct?
Yeah, MUHS Home Run Club at gmail.com. You can sign up a team if you're a business and you want to be a sponsor. We have multiple ways to do that. So just shoot us a message and we'd be happy to hook you up.
Julie Saravo ahead of the Booster Club here for the softball team, and mother to Kiki Saravo, who is on the softball team. Julie, thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you, Phil. Have a great night.
Yeah, you too. A great victory for the Marauders as we get ready for senior night here. Want to thank Julie once again for coming on and helping us out with the Booster Club, as she mentioned. If you are interested in that cornhole tournament to help out to the Booster Club and help out these girls in any future tournaments or any future, really anything, MUHS Home Run Club at gmail.com. If you're interested in that, or you can just hit up the Mingus Union Softball Facebook page. She said it was $50 for a team. If you're interested in cornhole, I love cornhole, it'd be great to go help that out. But we, as I mentioned, are just getting ready for senior festivities tonight. We've got 4 seniors going away here tonight. Kaylee Watson, Yasmin Mestis, Mallory Copeland, and Tabitha Freeman are our 4 seniors this season, and they have all played great. Mallory Copeland had a great game today. Tabitha Freeman has been playing phenomenal of late. It was nice to see Kaylee Watson behind the plate tonight. And Yasmin Mestis getting an opportunity at the plate. Of course, we saw Yas more on the basketball team for the girls program, but making her appearance known on the softball team, and hopefully we can send these 4 seniors off with a state title, as we have just secured the 4A Grand Canyon region. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll hand it off to Brian Saravo for senior night here at Mingus Union High School. As I mentioned, the Marauders secure a 4A state title, 4-1 victory against the Prescott Badgers. We got playoffs on Saturday, but we've got senior night tonight. Stay with us.
The mouth is the gateway to the digestive system. Studies indicate a correlation between oral health and full body health. Regular cleanings and checkups can help protect you. New patients are welcome at Arizona Smile Designers in Cottonwood. There's a full smile worth of services all offered under one roof. Whitening and cosmetic to implants and smile reconstruction. Find out more or request an appointment online at azsmiledesigners.com.
From the Glen Canyon Dam to the corner sidewalks, Salt River Materials Group, Phoenix Cement, has helped build Arizona and the Southwest since 1959. Much like the products they provide, Salt River Materials Group, Phoenix Cement, has a strong sense of community and contributes to it in meaningful ways. Phoenix Cement is considered a premier employer and community supporter and would like to thank their friendly neighbors for 6 decades of continued support. Think harder, think concrete.
Want to welcome you back here to senior night on the campus of Mingus Union High School. The softball team walking away with a victory, 4-1 against the Prescott Badgers. Philip Catafmo, happy to have you along with me here. We're going to get an opportunity to speak with public address announcer and assistant coach Brian Saravo in just a few minutes once he makes his way off the field and over to me. We got a chance to speak with Julie Saravo. As we mentioned in that interview, there is a cornhole tournament coming up on June 5th that helps support the Mingus softball team. For those of you who are in the Cottonwood area or are fans or relatives or really anything, guardians or just friends with anybody on the Marauder softball team, and you love cornhole and would love to play and raise some money for the team, MUHS Home Run Club at gmail.com. Just go ahead and shoot an email there. I'm sure you put in the subject line cornhole game. or tournament, I should say, or visit the Mingus Union the Mingus Union softball Facebook page and just shoot them a message there if you're interested in that, or if you're just interested in sponsoring a hole. We've got Brian Saravo here, the public address announcer, and actually, let's talk to the seniors here. We got Mallory Copeland. There's Yaz, and we're still waiting on Tabitha and Kaylee. But Mallory, hello. You had a great game today, 2 hits.
Yep.
How you feeling? You win at your first ever state region title.
I feel really good. I'm happy to end my senior.
Don't curse.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's perfectly fine. We all get one. And it's senior night, so there's our gift to you. But Mallory, a great job. Congratulations on everything you've accomplished so far.
Thank you.
If you want to pass the mic off to either Tabitha or Yaz, Kaylee's back there. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes. Tabitha Freeman.
Hi.
You have come on late and hitting very, very well. Any adjustments that you made from beginning of the season to now?
It was just a lot about confidence,
Okay.
with my coach and also like my teammates. They really helped a lot, and putting in extra work definitely helped.
You head into your first playoff game as a Mingus Marauder, your first region championship also secured. It is senior night. I mean, how are you feeling after this victory?
Oh, goosebumps. Goosebumps all over. It's crazy. I'm so excited. After that win, it was amazing coming together.
Saturday is going to be a big game. I'm sure we'll see you in right field. Are you excited for the playoff game?
I'm so excited. I'm so ready. We're going to do great things. It's
You want to pass it off to Yasmin? Yes. Welcome on to the broadcast. We've seen you play girls basketball. Now we have seen you play softball.
Yes.
How does this feel? I know the basketball season a little bit tough with Coach Ventura. It didn't end the way you wanted it to, but you get sort of a second opportunity here with the softball team. This is your first year up at the varsity level. How has the team welcomed you on? And how does it feel to walk away with that accomplishment?
Oh, it feels so good to finally end my senior year with this. And like you said, coming back from basketball, I had a second chance to come back and have a full season, And the girls have welcomed me great. We're all friends. They're like family. They're not even friends. They're family. And they've made me feel welcome and pretty good about it because, they all know I'm not pretty confident, but they were my confidence. So
you have a lot of personality when you play out on the field, whether it's basketball, whether it's softball. You can watch strike 3 go by, and you got that. You're doing it just now. You're doing that smile. It doesn't matter what happens, rain, sun, or shine. Yasmin's always gonna have a smile on her face. Where does that swagger come from? Where does that just sort of self-confidence? You feel so comfortable in your own skin. Where does that all come from?
Definitely took a while to get, but through the years I've been working on my attitude, working on my passion, and you just gotta let it go. If things messed up, gotta let it go, get the next one, and accomplish it, and that's what really helps. Gotta keep a good mindset.
I forgot to ask Mallory and Tabitha this question, but plans after high school, where are you going?
I'm going to college for basketball. Which one, I don't know quite yet, but that is what I'm doing.
Well, we're going to miss you out on the basketball court and on the softball field, but your work isn't done yet. You got a playoff game on Saturday. You feeling good?
Yes, I am.
I bet you are. Yasmin Mestis, thank you very much for coming on. Our final, our least, but one of our favorite seniors, Kaylee Watson. Kaylee, you were behind the plate tonight. I saw the rolled up sleeves. You had a little bit of swagger to you. How does it feel to walk away with a victory against a team that gave you guys a lot of trouble on Monday?
Feels amazing. Can't even explain how happy I am about it.
What's up with the rolled sleeves? What made you go with the sleeves?
I don't know. It's just a habit.
Yeah.
Just always doing that.
How comfortable do you feel behind the plate?
Really comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a playoff game on Saturday. How's it feel to walk away with a region title and also get an opportunity to continue to play coming up very soon?
It feels great, and it just makes us have the confidence to go in there good too.
Yeah, no, we're excited. Kaylee, congratulations. What are your plans after high school?
Not really sure, possibly cosmetology school, but
Very nice. Well, best of luck to you, Kaylee. Thank you very much for coming on. I'll take that microphone for you. All 4 seniors, Kaylee Watson, Mallory Copeland, Yasmin Messis, and Tabitha Freeman. A solid victory for the Mingus Marauders, 4-1, and the party is just starting. We're going to take one more break, but when we come back, we should have the rest of the senior festivities for you right here on Verde Valley TV. Stay with us.
From the Merkin farm to your table, from their vines to your glass, Merkin Vineyards Tasting Room in Osteria, a sense of place for extended family and community. The Merkin mission is to deliver a total sustainable Arizona experience with fruits and vegetables family farmed in the Verde Valley and vines grown on Arizona Merkin acreage. Pastas and breads made from scratch and served with daily seasonal specials. Keep an eye out for the Merkin pizza and gelato wagons using the same local ingredients.
Balancing your family, finances, and future is a lot of responsibility. Let Jennifer Griffin and her team at State Farm help. Jennifer Griffin is an Arizona native and a Mingus graduate, as well as a third-generation State Farm agent, serving you in the same Main Street location for over 35 years. Jennifer Griffin and her team want to wish all of the Mingus athletes the best of luck this season. Go Marauders! Jennifer Griffin and State Farm Insurance, here to help life go right.
Welcome back to the softball field here on the campus of Mingus Union High School. Philip Catafamo alongside Jackie Bessler, who will be on the call with me during the softball game on Saturday for playoffs. Jackie, you were just at the baseball game calling that one. If you were joining us from that game, what happened?
It was a fantastic game. 1-0 victory for the Mingus Marauders. Yep. The game was actually decided in the first inning. Alvarez, second batter, got hit by a pitch. Yep. Ended up getting around to third, an infield single by Peters, the only hit for the Mingus Marauders in the game, and then ended up on third and scored on a pass ball.
Wow.
Later on in the game, Alvarez got hit by a pitch twice. His second time in the game, I was reading his lips. He said he was not sending the pitcher Potts a birthday card or a Christmas card that year. Potts pitched an absolute perfect game, near perfect game for the Prescott Badgers, and ended up losing 1-0. Trey Peters on the mound scattered 5 hits and 3 walks, struck out 2 in the final inning, and he had traffic on the bases and worked out of it every single inning.
Well, congratulations to the baseball team and Coach Eric Casado. When I talked to him on Monday, he said the one thing they wanted to do was finish strong. They were able to get the victory on Tuesday against Prescott in a come-from-behind victory. Actually, there's an extra innings, and Mingus was able to get the victory there. And then coming back home and securing a final victory for the seniors for the baseball team. Of course, senior night for the baseball team was conducted during the first week just because we were too many question marks with COVID and everything that was going on. But here at the softball field, Jackie, you missed a great game. 4-1, a solid victory for the Mingus Marauders. Alexis Ayersman pitched phenomenal in the circle, only giving up a few hits. On the flip side for Prescott, Eliza Legg and RJ Parra both pitched well. Just, some things just didn't go their way, but Mingus has got a lot of confidence going forward into Saturday's broadcast. Jackie, one of the reasons we brought you on here is because you and I will be on the call for that game. Right now, Mingus is fighting for a little bit better positioning in the conference. We won't really know where they sit until tomorrow morning, but beating Prescott, that's a great start.
We should, I hope, be able to hang on to at least number 4. Okay, now we have a chance to jump into number 3 if by chance Canyon Del Oro loses their game here today to Marana, who is a 5A team. Marana, by the way, is playing, they're a 16 seed. They're playing for their playoff
They are
life.
right on the bubble, yes. They want that win.
So, anything could be possible. A Canyon Del Oro loss, a Mingus win, and what happens with the other power points, the win points, the record points, all of that kind of stuff. Maybe Mingus has a chance at 3. Looks like Mingus should be able to secure a number 4 here, though, which should be fantastic. That means 2 home games. Now, let's talk about how strong the Grand Canyon region is.
Yes, we do have a bunch of representatives in the 4A Grand Canyon region, one of which being obviously the Prescott Badgers, the Flagstaff Eagles, and I believe there is one more. No, it is just those 3, but 3. And Bradshaw, although they sit at number 19, they're still just a couple victories away from having 4 representatives into the playoffs. But the point being, of course, 3 is much better than just one.
Oh, most certainly, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Now, of course, if Bradshaw was able to beat Flagstaff here tonight, that could be a strong enough victory to propel them into number 16.
Yes.
Which could then be 4 Grand Canyon region teams. But even if it is only 3, you're talking about 3 Grand Canyon region teams at the top of the bracket, all within the top 8.
That is correct. And Mingus will have an opportunity against the number 13 team. And for right now, that is Saharita. You might have to tell me the Swarita. Yeah, I'm not a native of Arizona, but Swarita. They're currently 13-6. I'm not sure if they have a game tonight, but
they do not. Their season's over.
Fantastic. Then Mingus could be looking at a first-round matchup against the Mustangs.
Now, what would be interesting though is Tucson Saguaro still has a game, and whether or not their win, if they do win here tonight, would be powerful enough to jump them over Swarita at this particular point or not. Swarita is number 1 in the Gila division. Saguaro would be the number 3 out of the Keno division, and they are, they're just a gritty team. I mean, they've played Canyon del Oro tough. They've played Cell Point to a 1-point loss. I mean, they've been in it all the way. They don't give up a lot. They don't get a lot, but they don't give up a lot. So that's going to be a scary opponent in round 1 for whoever happens to draw them.
Yeah, very much so. And Mingus playing against another scrappy team. They've already had to, they've had their chops licked a couple times against Prescott, and now they're a scrappy team. Now you get another opportunity to play against a separate scrappy team, of course, from a different region and a different area. But we are excited here for senior night. We have 4 seniors, talked to all 4 of them. Cannot wish them anything more than just the best for all of them. Yasmin Messis might be playing some basketball at the next level, and a couple girls are still undecided as to what they're going to be doing, as everybody is after they get out of high school. But what a way to end out the year. Alexis Ayers been ending it with a strikeout, and that was her 6th on the night. Ayersman has really been rolling. She's been the best pitcher in 4A, who isn't the pitcher from Greenway, basically. And now Mingus has really set themselves up with a great opportunity to not only obviously get into the playoffs, but could be looking at a first-round win and continue forward into the playoffs even further.
Yeah, I was going to say it isn't over yet. This is just a new beginning.
Right.
And the playoff picture at this particular point, what's going to be interesting is Tucson is so well represented in the playoff picture. However, keep in mind that Tucson plays Tucson. Tucson does very little coming up to the Phoenix area to play, so it's really hard to judge a lot of times how strong Northern Arizona is, how strong the Tucson area is, because they just don't play each other very often until you get to the playoffs. Now, mind you, Cell Point with a 19-0 record, that's impressive.
Yeah, very much so.
That's taking down 4A teams, 3A teams, 5A teams. Whoever lines up, including 6A teams, they've taken them down. They've taken all of them down.
South Point Catholic is definitely the team to chase. They are number 1 in the 4A conference, and they are more than likely going to be the number 1 seed in the 4A conference. Vista Grande's season is done. South Point's playing Saguaro, but they're 9-8 overall. So we'll see what happens there. We'll see if South Point does get the loss eventually to Saguaro. Obviously, we do not know that just yet, but Mingus trying to jump over Canyon del Oro and possibly get that 3rd seed, depending on if Marana was able to beat Dorado.
Yeah, that'll be extremely interesting. So Mingus in a second round could have Paradise Honors come up, who is another 18-0 team.
That's right.
Okay, undefeated. Now, their strength of schedule is considerably different, a -6.5.
That's right.
Now, you can't control who's in your division.
Right.
You can't control that. But even outside of the division in their freedom games, haven't had an awful lot of strength. They haven't played a top 8 team. They haven't played a top 10 team. Now, believe me, they've done extremely well for teams that are 13 and below.
Yep.
They've been a powerhouse. So, but untested.
Yeah.
Maybe mother approved, but untested.
Yes, very much so. And that's going to be the big question: is did Canyon del Oro are they going to get that first test? Is it going to be in the playoffs against Mingus in the second round? Is it going to be in the first round of the playoffs? There's still a lot more to decide, and still a lot more senior festivities here to get kicked off. Stay with us here at Mingus Union High School. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll get you the senior party going. Stay with us.
The most common reasons for bankruptcy are unforeseen circumstances like tragedies, illness, unemployment, and foreclosures. I'm Michael Gordon. We understand your situation and your need to look at all the alternatives. Call Gordon & Gordon for a free, non-judgmental bankruptcy or foreclosure consultation. Ask about zero-down bankruptcy options. Gordon & Gordon Attorneys at Law. Trust well placed.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle. Get Gettles and go Marauders.
Suns, Diamondbacks.
Want to welcome you back here to Mingus Union High School. We are getting ready for senior night here at Mingus Union High School. Philip Katafmo alongside Jackie Bessler. We will be on the call for the playoff game on Saturday. Not entirely sure who Mingus will play. We just speculated a whole lot a couple minutes ago. But we do have some programming here on Verde Valley TV. Off the Bench program that I do. We did get a chance to speak with a couple Prescott coaches. Kent Winslow, the baseball coach for Prescott High School. He is retiring after this year. Got a chance to speak with Coach Winslow and talk to him about his career and his future retirement plans. We also got a chance to speak with Steve Reynolds, the track and field coach of Prescott High School. They are wrapping up their season tonight with some late qualifiers. Coach Reynolds was letting me know they had a couple players who might be qualifying going forward. And also Yancey DeVore, the athletic director for Mingus Union High School. Speaking of the softball field, some upgrades that are being coming soon to the softball field for the JV and the varsity level, as well as for the baseball team on the JV and varsity level. Some upgrades to the basketball court, some upgrades to the football stadium. Mingus Union High School getting a bit of a facelift here in northern Arizona.
Now, that's better than a tummy tuck, right?
Yes, it is very much so, yes, although it depends on who you go, because sometimes they can botch it pretty bad. But it's a good facelift for the Mingus Marauders, a relatively older school here in the 4A Grand Canyon. But they've needed an upgrade to some of their facilities, and I spoke with Yancey about it, and he's very excited about some of the future upgrades they have in place. So definitely check out that interview if you're interested. Off the Bench is played every Friday morning at 9 a.m. on Verde Valley TV, as well as our YouTube channel, which you might be watching the game on. That'll be posted on Friday morning at 9 a.m. Also on KVNA 104.7 FM if you are in the Flagstaff area or the Sedona area. But YouTube.com/Verde Valley TV to check out Off the Bench and everything else we have to offer. We have countywide. If you're interested in a lot of the county issues here, we have that on every Tuesday and Thursday on Verde Valley TV. The Verde Valley Experience. We've got Friends of the Verde River. We've got a lot of shows, but I think this is the JV team making their way onto the field.
Ooh, looks good.
Yes, they had a sign. They had something that they wanted to do, which is why we were waiting. We'll see if we can get you the update on the score if the JV team did beat Prescott's JV team, as Brian Saravo makes his way over to the microphone, and we are going to get you ready here for senior night. We'll hand it off to Brian Saravo. Oh, never mind. It'll be a couple minutes. We just got told it'll be a few minutes. So
then we can talk about the Suns.
Yes, we can. The Phoenix Suns
How about them?
You can listen to their games on KVNA 104.7 FM. Al McCoy is still doing those games, correct?
It's good.
Yes, it is.
Shazam.
He's getting close to retiring, though, right?
I thought he was getting close to retiring several times, but nonetheless, I mean, the Suns have really come out of the basement.
The addition of Chris Paul has really significantly improved that team.
Well, wouldn't it?
Well, it would, and that's what the Suns, in my opinion, have been lacking since Steve Nash is a point guard who can run the offense effectively. Well, Chris Paul may be seeing the ugly side of 30. He's still a significantly good basketball player. You cannot doubt his NBA IQ, the leadership he brings. He was kind of the anchor of that Clippers team for the longest time when they had Lob City, and now he comes to Phoenix and really sort of settles down a relatively young Phoenix Suns team. DeAndre Ayton is playing well. Devin Booker is continuing to play well. And the Suns locking up a #1 seed against my Los Angeles Lakers, but I'll deal with that later.
Well, of course you will. I can only really say I miss the ugly side of 30s. I kind of, no, actually definitely do. But nonetheless, Diamondbacks are playing well.
That's also true.
Yep, Diamondbacks an over 500 record, but the West seems to be where all the playoff teams are going to come from.
Yeah, the Giants right now currently leading the NL West, and behind them the San Diego Padres, who were kind of tasked as one of the teams to look out for. Nobody had the Giants on their radar at all, and in my opinion, I think they're going to get cold very soon. They don't seem like a team that has too much longevity. Just give them like an injury or two. The Diamondbacks still playing well, kind of rebuilding some more. Madison Bumgarner not necessarily working out to the same capacity that he had when he was with the Giants, but they do have a good young core of pitchers. Zach Gallion is one of the guys that they're very excited about. Luke Weaver, another guy they got back from the Paul Goldschmidt trade. Carson Kelly, the catcher, as well for that too. So the Diamondbacks, also like the Suns, carrying a lot of potential, but it's going to be tough to beat my Los Angeles Dodgers and the San Diego Padres.
That is definitely true. I mean, there's tradition that you got to overcome. You got to get over that whole hill.
That's right.
No doubts, but the Diamondbacks are doing it right now with a lot of injuries.
Yes, they very much are, and so are the Dodgers and Padres. We're going to send it over to Brian Saravo here. Stay with us as we get our festivities underway.
Check. Check. Let's try this one. That sounds like you. Whoa. Check. Yep. Got it. Oh yeah, that's good. That's great stuff right there, Brian. This is so weird. I feel like Justin Bieber or whatever his name is. What up? All right. So, we're going to do our senior night celebration tonight. I'll explain how it goes so you guys know what's going on. But first, I want to take a quick second and I want to thank all the parents and fans. You guys all came out here tonight. You've been out here all year. In this world we live in, to have the support that you guys are giving this team is huge. It means more than you guys can even understand. The energy we get from this crowd is insane. The girls were talking about it every game, and I'm extremely grateful to you guys, the parents and the fans, the administration here at the school. Everybody that stands behind this team is just as much a part of the team as these girls are. So thank you guys very much. Give them a round of applause, guys. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we have some of these TV guys around here, audio-visual guys that have been here all year. They're helping us out with this mic, and I'm extremely grateful for you guys because those that couldn't come here got to watch the games. I get to go back and review video and see all the stuff we make mistakes on. So you guys are priceless, and I want to thank you personally. And before we start celebrating our seniors, I just want to point out that we are the 4A Grand Canyon Region Champs. Last time Mingus was a region champ was 2010. So they just broke a 10-year curse, and they, amongst other curses they broke this year. That's the biggest one for me. That's a monkey off my back because I personally have never been involved with a region championship team except for this one. So this is a big one for us. All right, we're going to have 4 seniors tonight, and as I call you guys up, you'll walk up to me, we'll hand you guys some stuff, and then we're going to send you down memory lane. You'll take a walk down first base towards the freshmen. I'll talk about you and their memories of you as you get there. They'll give you hugs and loves, and then you'll go down to second, repeat to third. You'll come back home at the end, and we'll call it a night. Last chance to walk the bases as a senior. Yeah, right there, yes? You got this? You sure? Wow, you're having a meltdown there. Tommy, keep it together. Keep it together, Tommy. Well, we are going to start off with Yasmin. Come on down. Walking with Yaz is her dad, Tommy, her mom, Lisa, stepdad, Benjamin, her brothers and sisters, Javier, Marquez, Deandra, and Haven. Yaz has future plans. Yaz has future plans of going to college for basketball. She's just not sure quite where yet. Most memorable moment, or memorable moment? Not yet, just hold on. When I hit my first home run during practice the other day. Well, that other day was yesterday. Okay, let's not get carried away. And just a little side note, she did that because I almost hit her every time I pitched to her, and she got mad at me, and I said, well, take it out on the ball. She hit a dinger. So, I'm proud of you, kid. Yeah, right. Advice for younger players you leave behind. Take advantage of every moment you walk through those fences and always give it your all. Famous last words. Always respect the coaches and be uplifting. Always treat everyone as if they were family. And again, take advantage of every moment. And with that, we're going to send you packing down to first base. As a freshman, Yaz, she's always shown that she has good speed and athleticism. She played JV her freshman year, but she would come up to varsity and work with us at tournaments as a pinch runner. It doesn't seem that long ago that Yaz was standing down there at first base as a freshman, and now she's walking it as a senior. This group of freshmen didn't get to know Yaz too much, but they will always remember the crazy gangster way she talks, bro, and that she can't help but dance whenever she hears music playing. Now they're going to work their way to second base. Sophomores now at second base. As a sophomore, Yaz would again come up and play varsity as a pinch runner and at tournaments and contribute there. But she was also a really big leader on the JV squad, and I got to hear a lot of good things about her down there. This group of sophomores will always remember Yaz's first home run in practice yesterday, or how loud she can scream during the entire game. They will also remember watching her take team pictures for the very last time. You did that for me. All right, on our way down to third. As a junior, Yaz was bouncing back and forth between JV and varsity, and as we all know, that season was cut short. And she probably missed her first opportunity to be on the varsity team. But this group of juniors will remember how proud she was when she began sliding instead of diving. Her sweet smile and the look she always gave coach when he would almost hit her with the first pitch during batting practice. Last trip home, here she comes. As Yaz makes her last trip home, the coaching staff will forever remember Yaz for the person that she is, although most of us didn't get to know her much until this season. I think we all got to see a much deeper and caring person than we ever gave her credit for. Coming up the ranks, Yaz sometimes would get a little bit of an attitude, and honestly, I wasn't sure if she would even come out for softball her senior year. Her focus has always been on basketball, and rightfully so, but I am forever grateful that she reached out to me at the beginning of this year and decided to come out anyway as a senior. She always finds a way to either blow out my eardrums or squeeze the tension out of my shoulders while I'm calling pitches in a close game, and she will certainly be missed. Alright, scratch that. Now you can leave. That's true. That's a good group. Next up to bat, Tabitha Freeman. Tabby is walking with her mom Samantha, her dad Jason, her grandma Mindy, her sister Laura Lee, and her two best friends Kelvin and Tatum. Tabby will be going to Gateway Community College to become a physical therapist assistant. Her most memorable moment? She says she couldn't pick just one, but my favorite thing about this team is our pregame, taking shots together, squirt gun fights, or just our pregame talks. We come together and get pumped up like no other team could, and this is very memorable. Advice for younger players you leave behind: don't take anything for granted, and always leave what isn't about softball outside the fences. Love your softball family unconditionally. Also, don't take the grazers or the outies for granted. Specifically talking to Coach B, JB. Thank you. Famous last words. No matter what your role is on the team, it should mean everything to you because it means everything to the team. Be the best at it and strive for another role to be the best at, because there are endless opportunities in this game and so many roles you can play. Well put. On your way down to first. As a freshman, Tabby was very small. She never grew after that. Although she played JV her freshman year, she was a leader there and she worked hard for her team. The freshmen here will always remember Tabby as a feisty little senior that had a crazy strong arm in the outfield and hit a ball a mile.
Good job, Tabby.
Now she can work her way down to second base. As a sophomore, Tabby would sometimes come up and play with varsity as a pinch hitter and runner in tournaments and contribute there. She continued to be a leader on JV. On varsity, she played about half the games that year, compiling a batting average of .421, 4 RBIs for her team. And this group of sophomores will always remember Tabby for how sweet she was, super encouraging, and how hard she works in everything that she does on and off the field. She always has a positive attitude. Now she can work her way down to third base. As a junior, Tabby was continuing her varsity debut, and as we all know, that season was cut short. She probably missed an opportunity to get a starting role in that lineup, but this group of juniors will remember how she saved the game at Bradshaw with her diving play in left field. They would have scored 3 runs if she didn't catch it, and we won that game because of Tabby. And now she'll venture home for the last time. As Tabby makes her way back home, the coaching staff will always remember the smile, and we will always smile with her because she has a beautiful smile. She's such an uplifting little thing, always positive and bringing energy to the team at games and practices. Tabitha is having a great season her senior year. She's making an impact on the outfield, on defense, and with her at-bats. She's been one of the most consistent hitters in our lineup coming down the stretch into the postseason, and I look forward to see how she ends her season here at Mingus and what she'll accomplish in life afterwards. Hopefully she'll grow.
Wait, picture. Okay.
Mallory Copeland! Mallory's walking with her mom Sandy and her dad Richard. These parents are big supporters of Mingus softball. They've been a big help all the years that she's been a part of our program. Future plans, she's going to go to Colorado Northwestern to play softball and get a nursing degree. Most memorable moment, being able to play on a team with the most crack-headed girls, and of course, winning the region championship at home on Friday. No confidence there. Advice for younger players who leave behind, no matter what, never give up. Anything is possible with determination. Amen. Famous last words, an error does not make you a failure, but your reaction to it just might. That's good. That's deep. Head on down to first base. As a freshman, Mal was talented and athletic. She played JV her freshman year. She led the team in hitting and fielding, and she played football with the mean machine. She worked hard to be the best she could. This group of freshmen didn't really get to know Mal too much, but they know that she's crazy. She was respected, and they thought she was funny. They always remember how perfect her eyelashes are. All right, working her way to second base. As a sophomore, Mallory played JV, but she would also travel with the team on tournaments and contributed there. This group of sophomores will always remember when Cameron put a dandelion in Mallory's mouth at the Prescott game. How Mallory would always post every morning before morning hitting. And at the beginning of the season, when Mallory would remind everyone she was perfect. And what they didn't know is that they would hear that sentence every day for the rest of the season. Start working her way down to third base. As a junior, Mallory would bounce back and forth between JV and varsity, and as we all know, that season was cut short, so she probably missed that opportunity as the rest of them did. But this group of juniors will most remember the giant song list that she sent in for the pregame, and how she would yell, "Let's go!" for everything whenever she got excited. Sorry, I don't do it as good as she does. All right, she brings it home for the last time. She makes her way home. The coaching staff will always remember the kid with the bright blonde hair, the tattoos and the piercings, and that little hitch in her step that we all understand but we don't talk about. Because she doesn't let anything hold her back. The fact that Mallory is here on this field and plays at the level she does, oops, hold on. I was doing really good there for a second.
I told him he was gonna cry.
The fact that she's out here is truly an accomplishment. Anything you want in life as long as you're determined, just like she said. As crazy as she can be, she's absolutely an inspiration to this team and to me. Mallory will be the first to tell you that she is perfect, and in many ways she is. She will be missed on this field perfectly.
Stop crying. You make me cry. No, we like it. No, you don't. I know you don't.
Bro,
hook me up.
I got you for the hugs. Maybe we should work on some hand signals. Clear?
All right, last but certainly not least, Kaylee Watson. She's walking with her dad, Jonathan, her mom, Kirsten, her sister, McKenna, and Hayden, her brothers, Jordan and Hunter, and her boyfriend, Elliot. Future plans, she's going to go to cosmetology school. Most memorable moment, getting to work with and learn from Tessa Fanning, and just getting to finish my senior year playing with the teammates I grew up playing with from day one. Advice for younger players you leave behind, even when your role doesn't seem to be important. No, it is, because everyone is just as much a part of the team, whether you're starting or just in charge of the energy. You can make the difference. Famous last words, when you get your chance, don't take it for granted. Leave everything out there no matter what. Oh, and make sure to bring all the energy. Going down to first base. Every year, Kaylee has been a role player on our team, including her freshman year. She's always been a smart and fast base runner, and as a catcher, she'll find herself catching bullpens even as a freshman. This group of freshmen will remember Kaylee as their leader. Even with a busy life and a job, she always found a way to make the season happen and to finish what she started. Kaylee is the loudest kid in the dugout and at practice, and she's always cheering everybody on. Headed down to second. As a sophomore, Kaylee spent her season as a sub player on varsity. She could have easily been an everyday player down on JV, but she chose to stay up with varsity to help her team and make herself better. She played in 22 games that year, but she only got to bat 9 times, although she batted .556 with 3 RBIs and just that little bit of chance. The current sophomore class will remember Kaylee for always being the loudest one on the team and supportive of everyone. She always tries her hardest, and when you're feeling down, she'll always be the one to pick us up and always find a way to change our mindset. Headed down to third base. As a junior, Kaylee was named our junior team captain, and as with the other girls, her season was cut short. She started off as our main catcher and the leader in the short season that she had. She made a great impact. This group of juniors will most remember how she would take the time to cut up Band-Aids into little tiny pieces and help the girls cover up all the piercings that they weren't allowed to wear during the games. As Kaylee makes her way home, the coaching staff will always remember everything about Kaylee. She's made an impression on all of us. Her hard work, loud energy, and constant dope quit attitude is the reason why she is our team captain. On a personal note, Kaylee reminds me so much of myself. As a senior trying to jumpstart her adult life, get a job, pay bills, and set herself up for the future, I know exactly what that's like. Yet I was still the captain of my team just like she is, and I wanted to compete my senior year. Life sometimes gets in the way when we load our plates so heavily. Although I am very tough on her and I hold her probably more accountable than most girls on our team to the decisions that she makes, it's simply because I believe in her. And I can tell you firsthand that if you make good decisions and hold yourself accountable, keep your outlook and drive, you will most certainly find success. I believe in you, kid. Make sure you believe in yourself. And if you ever need anything, we're all here for you. That's our senior night. Thank you guys for coming. Please come back Saturday as we take on somebody for state. Thank you, thank you.
Some truly inspiring words from Coach John Brown as he talks about all 4 of his seniors this year. Everybody here at Yavapai Broadcasting would like to wish Kaylee Watson, Yasmin Mestis, Mallory Copeland, and Tabitha Freeman luck in any of their ventures going forward. They finish off their senior year with a 4A Grand Canyon Region title. And while this is the last time that they will walk around these bases in the regular season, we are not done yet. We will have playoffs for you on Saturday at 10 a.m. right here on Verde Valley TV as the Marauders take on somebody, as Coach Brown said. And we hope that you join us as well. It'll be myself and Jackie Bessler on the call. For everybody here at Verde Valley TV and Yavapai Broadcasting, thank you very much for tuning into this game, and we look forward to seeing you for playoffs on Saturday.